Hello everyone, it's Mike. I do a lot of my best thinking when I'm at the gym, and usually when I'm done and I got something to say, I got to get it on tape. So let me say this in regards to racism, social injustice, all the garbage that's going on right now, and let me be perfectly clear. I don't know how to fix this stuff. I don't have an instant solution. But I do know, because I'm seeing it every day, what does not work. And I'm going to tell you right now, you cannot fix racism or social injustice by force. I don't care how many marches, I don't care how many protests, I don't care how many t-shirts you print up, it's not gonna work. But I do have an idea that will work, and it reminded me and came into my head last night. I was watching one of my favorite sports movies. It's called Remember the Titans, starring Denzel Washington. For those of you who don't know, Denzel Washington plays an African-American football coach who's kind of forced in Alabama or Mississippi or somewhere in the South to take over and coach a formerly all-white school. It was forced integration. Now, Denzel Washington did not just stand up in front of his team and go, "You guys get along with them and you get along with them and I don't want to hear anything about it." The players did not have their individual protest march. You know what Denzel did in the movie? He did something amazing, and I can't believe nobody's figuring this out. Because the only way you fix racism or social injustice is by exposure. And what I mean by that is that if you have a group of people that says they hate African Americans, they're racist against Latins or Asians, whatever, it's because they don't know anything about that culture. They know nothing. You have to expose them to how amazing these people can be. You have to expose them on, wow, wouldn't it be cool to be able to hang out and call some of these people my friends, which I've been doing my whole life. But these people, they're one-sided right now, they don't get it. And what Denzel did in that movie, from the get, he got all his players on a couple of buses. If you remember this, they were going to training camp, and he basically said, "You guys, everyone that's white, sit next to someone that's black." And for the next 2 weeks, he literally forced those kids to hang out. I want you to learn something about a teammate of another race. And 2 weeks later, they come back on the bus, they're singing Kumbaya, and the parents are looking at them going, "What happened? Did they brainwash these kids?" No, they didn't brainwash them. They opened up their eyes. People that literally claim to be racist against an entire group of people is because they don't know shit about those people. Because if they did, they would not be racist. It's that simple. Forget about the force. Do it the right way, a little bit of finesse. For those of you who knew me when I was growing up, when I was 5 years old, I actually became a member of the Olympic Club in San Francisco. The most racist, sexist, homophobic club in California, maybe in the whole United States. It's just the way it was. I joined when I was 5 years old. I had no idea what was going on. But by the time I was 10, 11, 12, and I started to go there on my own, I remember there was a couple of times where I said, hey, Dad, I want to take a friend of mine to the Olympic Club. You know, they got the best basketball courts, they got the best gym, they got the sauna, the jacuzzi, they got a fantastic, place to eat. I want to show off to my friends. And I remember one particular friend happened to be a black kid I was playing ball with. And my dad just kind of looked at me and goes, yeah, you can't, you're not old enough. You're not old enough to bring friends yet. And I didn't really get it at the time because my dad obviously did not have the heart to tell me that I could not bring a kid to the Olympic Club because he wasn't, quote unquote, white as hell. Even though we're Italian and I don't even consider myself white, but I get it now. And I'm going to tell you right now, for decades, people protested the Olympic Club. Let these in, let them in, let this, let this. They protested for decades and they got nothing. They got nowhere. Today, and a lot of you are still members that know me, the Olympic Club is no longer like that. Men, women, Asian, black, Latino, gay, straight, Jewish, Irish, Scottish, they don't care. You got the money, you join. That's how the Olympic Club is. Did it become that way because people complained and protested? No. I have my own theory. I believe that my father, Roger Battaglia, was the Branch Rickey of the Olympic Club in San Francisco. Now, some of you watching this, you have no idea who Branch Rickey is, so Google it. Read a book. Branch Rickey was the Oakland or the Brooklyn Dodgers when they brought up Jackie Robinson. My father knew that the Olympic Club was not going to get integrated and become a club for everybody by complaining and writing letters and doing all this stuff. So you know what my dad did? My dad loves football. Every year at Stanford, about an hour away, they would have the Blue-Gray College All-Star Game, which they invited all the best senior college football players that were getting ready for the NFL. And my dad made it possible for all those players, about 100 kids, about 60 or 70 of them were black, to be able to work out and hang out at the Olympic Club when they were getting ready for their game a week later. I was probably about 11, 12 years old, and I still remember playing 3-on-3 basketball with 2 future Hall of Famers. On my basketball team as a 12-year-old punk was one Ronnie Lott and one Lawrence Taylor. I'm playing ball with these guys. I know they're not basketball players. That's besides the point. That little nugget of exposing people going, wow, these athletes are amazing, right? They started following them in the game. They started following the career. That little nugget is what you need to fix this shit. Because everything else is not working. Everybody have a good day. Thanks for watching my video.